Welcome to Fuerteventura. For the next few days, we're road tripping across this incredible island in a camper van. From wild beaches with golden sand to rugged volcano landscapes, we're chasing freedom, adventure, and a taste of van life. Expect breathtaking coastal drives, hidden gems, and some unexpected twists. Like the time we had to rescue someone in the middle of the night when their tent nearly got carried away by the wind. So buckle up and join us as we explore Fuerteventura like never before.
Okay, so we just picked up the van. It is massive. We got like a whole home behind us. We'll definitely show you around once we have learned everything. First, we've got to get the van out of here, and I've got to figure out how to drive it because I've definitely never driven anything this big.
We are in Fuerteventura, Canary Islands, here in Spain, and we're going to do van life for 4 days. And we are both very excited. I'm a little bit nervous because we've never had a car or a van this big, but I'm also very excited because it's nice, it's sunny, and I'm just ready to go see the island. So let's get out of this parking lot.
I feel like I'm driving a bus.
Las Dunas de Corralejo was our first stop in the camper van, and it did not disappoint. Golden sand dunes stretching as far as the eye can see, turquoise water sparkling in the distance, and those volcanic peaks in the background, it felt like stepping into another world. We couldn't have asked for a better start to our adventure. Alright guys, we are just getting done at our first beach location, and now we're going to go to the grocery store because it's going to be dinner time in a couple of hours. We are about to go into our favorite grocery store ever.
Mercadona, Mercadona.
This is one of my favorite things about Mercadona. You get freshly squeezed orange juice. Look at that. Oh my God. Perfect.
Okay, so the sun is setting now, so we decided to park up for the night. We found a nice little spot overlooking the sea, so it should be a nice area to wake up to.
We are in Castillo Caleta de Fuste, and yeah, it's a quite remote area, right by the ocean. We're gonna start making dinner, and we can't wait to wake up to this beautiful view. But before we start dinner, Guy and I got radlers in Mercadona, which, in case you don't know, radler is a German alcoholic drink. It's like half beer and half lemonade. It is so good. I love radler. I could have radler for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we're gonna enjoy some radler right by our van and enjoy the sunset. Guy is in charge of dinner tonight. He's making us pasta with 4 cheese sauce, and I'm just here enjoying a radler. We just finished our dinner and now we are super tired. So we're gonna go to sleep now and see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. We just woke up. Our van is somewhere in the background over there. We slept in this cool area because we wanted to wake up this morning and go for a little dip in this natural pool that's just literally 3 minutes from where we parked. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm sure the water is gonna be cold because it's also a little bit windy, but we're very excited. Just took a little dip in the natural pool. It was so nice. The water was not as cold as I thought it would be. And just like dipping in seawater first thing in the morning has always been like just super refreshing to me. Now we're gonna get going, have some breakfast, and hit up our next location for the day. All right, so we have left our first campsite and now we are en route to Playa de Sotavento, which is like on the southernmost point of the island. And we've seen pictures online and it looks really, really cool, which is why we want to go there today. And we're possibly going to try and spend the night there if we can. By the way, spending the night in the island. We did our research and it seems like legally you should have some kind of permit to be kind of like camping on these off-roads. But from our research, it also seems like the cops here don't care, and as long as you're just being respectful and not doing anything crazy, you're kind of allowed to camp anywhere in the island.
Okay, so we reached our destination, the Playa de Sotavento, and it's this huge beach where there's a lot of windsurfing, so it's on the south of the island. So many people just chilling, the sun is shining, and it looks so nice. We're gonna put our towels down, chill for a little bit, maybe go into the water again, and yeah, just enjoy the sun for a little bit.
I just realized I haven't done my van tour, so come on in and let me show you around. It's very tiny, but we love it. Over here we have our dining area, our hanging out area, our cooking area, all in one. It's very cool because you can flip both seats around. So obviously once we were driving, we're facing that way. But once we want to hang out at night, we turn this around, take a seat, enjoy a meal, enjoy good conversations. All right, this is our little kitchen area. So over here we have oil, salt, pepper, dish soap. You open this up, and over here we have 2 hobs, a sink, and then whenever you're done cooking or washing dishes, you just bring that down, close it up, and now you have a little more countertop space. Over here we have kitchen utensils, spoons, forks, knives, chopping board, a pot, a pan, this thing where you make coffee. Don't know what it's called because I don't drink coffee. Whoa. Dishes, cups, mugs, bowls. Over here, this is just more storage area. We've kind of just put random things in right now. And then as you can see, we also have a little TV. We don't watch TV, so I don't think we plan on using it. Over this way, we have a fridge. So we're gonna open it up. As you can tell, we've been enjoying many rattlers. And honestly, there's enough room for everything we need for 3 days. Close that up. Up here, we have, again, more storage. And before I move on to that back area, let me show you one cool thing about this van. I would say this van can sleep 4 people comfortably, although living area wise, I don't know how 4 people would fit comfortably here. Just alone with me and Guy, sometimes we're already having trouble like just walking down this little hallway. Up here, we have a nice big mattress. If you have guests over, they can stay there at night, enjoy a nice breeze from this mesh thing right here. All right, let's move on to this section. Tight squeeze over here, and then over here is a closet. We actually just realized this today, so that's why there's nothing in here. But it's also a shower. We also haven't showered yet because he told us there's no warm water. And if you know me, you know I love my showers nice and hot. I love 3rd-degree burns. And you can turn on the light here if you're showering at night. All right, so now it's quite cramped. So now Guy is in the shower, and over here is our toilet. So I'm gonna open it up. So once you open it up, this whole section kind of becomes like your bathroom area. So now this is an entire bathroom. Shower, a little mirror. Over here you have your toilet. In case you don't know how to use these toilets, because neither of us knew how to use a van toilet before we had this van, you do your business, you close the lid, you push this lever that way, the toilet then opens up and your pee and poop goes into this bucket that is under the van, and then you need to make sure that you close it back up, so then you push the lever back to the left. You don't want any funky odors. And then you press this button, fills it up back with water, and you're kind of set. Over here, we have a little sink, a little window. And then back here, we have our bed. So this is actually where Guy and I have been sleeping, just because it's easier to sleep down here than it is to climb up there. So far, we've been camping right near the beach. So every time we've been waking up, we wake up to views just like this. And of course, we have more storage on both sides. It's quite hard to live in a van, I'm not gonna lie. You want it to remain nice and neat, but then during the day, you're in, you're out, your dining area turns into your chilling area, then your chilling area turns into the kitchen, and then you just don't want to clean during the day because all you want to do is explore. So then at the end of the day, it's quite messy, and there's just things everywhere. So before we leave the van, we have to make sure we're not leaving anything behind. All right, so this is our van. We love it. We're super excited to just be driving it around, and yeah, it's our home on wheels for this trip, and we wouldn't want it any other way. So we are done at this beach. Whenever Allie and Guy are on some type of island, we're very chilled. So we don't like planning too much, so we're just gonna keep heading down south and see where the van takes us. If we see a cool spot, we'll stop. Who knows, maybe camp the night there. We don't know, we don't really have an itinerary. We're just going with the flow. We chose to post up at Playa de Las Coloradas for our second night, an untouched gem in Fuerteventura with golden sands, crystal clear waters, and rugged volcano cliffs. The waves can be strong, adding to its wild beauty, but the peaceful atmosphere is unbeatable. All right, guys, we have made it to our camping spot for the night. It is super remote. We have the mountains to our right, the ocean to the left, and then right here we have the van. It's very deserty, but we love it. So we actually just made a new friend, Naomi. She's camping right in front of us, and she's super friendly. She's from the Netherlands. So happy that we made a friend today. We cooked up some dinner. We shared some with Naomi, but we thought we would tell you guys what we're about to eat. We made some chorizo. If you're in Spain, you have to have chorizo. It's so good. Chorizo with eggs and potatoes, side of beans, some cheese, and of course some baguettes, some bread to go along with our meal. Oh, and also Naomi gave us some protein pudding for our dessert. So we kind of did a little swap, and we can't wait to try. We're back with our new friend, Naomi. It was very windy last night. Naomi was staying right next to us. She's the friend that we gave food to, and then she gave us some caramel pudding, which was very good.
Was it good? Yeah.
Yes, very good.
Nice.
Thank you. And then Naomi, do you want to tell them what happened?
So at night, the tent was shaking. It was stormy, windy. It was really, really rough. But I was okay. I've been in this situation before. So I actually slept a little bit, and then I woke up because the tent was moving up. And then I got scared, of course. And I thought, okay, if it happens one more time, I go out because I have to attach the tent. And it went up again and so far, and I saw myself flying into the Atlantic Ocean. So I rolled out of the tent, I hold onto my tent, and it didn't stop. It was so windy, and I really had to pull. I had to hold myself. And then I thought, okay, I have to scream for help. So I said, help!
help, help. And then I did hear like, help, help. And I was like, oh my gosh, our neighbor. I'm like, and that's what I thought. I was like, maybe the tent is blowing away. And I come out and Naomi is holding the tent with one hand and her foot's holding like her mattress. And I was like, oh my gosh, we need to help.
So you came and I was so happy. I was so happy actually.
Yeah, so then she spent the night in the van with us and now we're driving her to her hostel.
Yes. These people are actually my angels. I don't know. We were talking. Okay, what should I do when I was alone? You know, I would still be laying there with my tent.
And now Naomi's going to continue her travels just all over. She's already been traveling for 6 months, so she is goals. She's what we aspire to do. But yeah, we'll be dropping her off at the hostel and. Then we have
be repairing
the tent.
And I hope I'll be on the road tomorrow.
Yeah. We just dropped off Naomi at a spa and her accommodation's literally over there. So she's probably just gonna wait to get further instructions from the host and then check in. And now we are on our way to Popcorn Beach.
Volcano.
Oh, to the volcano. We're doing so many things, I don't even know anymore. We're on our way to the volcano. Rising from the rugged landscape of northern Fuerteventura, Calderón Hondo is one of the island's best preserved volcanic craters. Standing at about 278 meters high, this ancient volcano offers one of the most breathtaking views in the region. The hike to the top takes around 30 to 45 minutes depending on your pace. It is an easy to moderate trail with a well-maintained path, making it accessible for most visitors. Along the way, you're surrounded by a Mars-like landscape, vast lava fields, rolling hills, and distant ocean views. Once you reach the summit, you're rewarded with a jaw-dropping view of the massive crater, perfectly round and about 70 meters deep. It's a surreal sight, reminding us of the island's volcanic origins. Whether you're a hiker, a nature lover, or just looking for an epic view, Calderón Hondo is definitely worth the climb. All right, we just got back from our hike to the volcano and it was so nice. And now we're back in our van. Haven't eaten anything today, so we're gonna eat some of the leftover chorizo and eggs that we have. We also have a little bit of baguette left over. And guys, this is our view right now as we're gonna start cooking. Literal camels right outside our van. And the volcano. Like, how is this real life? I'm about to start cooking in front of a group of camels and a volcano. This isn't your typical sandy beach. Welcome to Popcorn Beach in Fuerteventura, where the shore is covered in what looks like giant pieces of popcorn. But don't be fooled, these are actually white coral fossils, shaped by the ocean over time. It is one of the most unique beaches on the island, and it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to drive here from Corralejo. The combination of turquoise water, black volcanic rocks, and these coral formations make the beach feel almost unreal. It's the perfect spot for photos, but remember, taking the popcorn home is actually illegal, so leave it where it belongs. Whether you're here to explore, take photos, or just enjoy the view, Popcorn Beach is a must-visit in Fuerteventura. All right, guys, we have made it to our last camping spot of our trip. We're back here near Popcorn Beach. We're gonna start our dinner, enjoy the sunset, and our last night here in Fuerteventura. Thank you guys for joining us on our van life trip in Fuerteventura, and we will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!
Fear pushing down to combat losing light, gaining your ground, stoking your drive with